This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your cart up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
All right, guys, it's that time. We got 7 in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And I am the faction slayer, Nubby, the amazing turtle.
With the arm nubs, I thought you were good.
I thought I was too, but apparently there might be more damage than I thought. And trying to wrestle, after that and other stuff, might be a little bit more to it.
Sorry to see that, man. I was all kind of excited, man. Obviously, seeing you at SCW and, watching the podcast from last week, which thank you guys for covering while I was out tripping over magazines or some goofy shit, whatever you said. I thought maybe they, I guess best way of saying it, they missed. But yeah, you gotta watch those bones, man. I mean, yeah, they'll sneak up on you. Well, I don't know. Is it bones, muscle, like?
It's a little bit of
comedy.
Probably some muscle, and my elbow's not doing too good. And there's still a dent from the chain. One of the chain links kind of got dented in there. So
yeah, man. Yeah, you got ARWPro this weekend, man.
Yes, I can say this. I will be there.
Yeah.
I cannot say anything else other than some things happened after a certain thing that'll air tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not happy at this point, but I cannot say what happened. If things get revealed, it'll happen on Saturday. But until then, we gotta wait till Saturday to see what happens.
Gotcha. I just bought a 10-piece chicken nugget at McDonald's for $1, so I'm probably in the best mood I've been in the last week and a half. So hopefully your arm feels better. I won't be at ARWPro this weekend, but I will be back there in December when I join commentating team once again. So it'll be my first time seeing C-Rud since October. So I'm not quite sure where that's going to leave us. We haven't actually spoken about the incident since we've spoken about the incident. So just
that's a long time.
Oh, there's just nothing to say, really. I said my piece and I vented, for the whatever time I did, and those who listen, they understood what I had to say. They understood the situation. Other people, took it as like their moment to make it about them, and other people who live up in Michigan assumed I'm a piece of shit. So I mean, whatever. It's just. People interpret it their own ways, and C-Rud gave his minimal response and his "I don't give a shit" attitude. Kind of, just what I said didn't matter, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I can be a professional, and going into ARWPro Wrestling in December, I will just do my job, sit at that table, and question everything that those three marks say about every baby face in that ring.
I mean, they do their job. They sit
They do.
there.
They do, but they need they need, I don't even know. I'm not a scientist, but they need whatever that thing is that pushes back a little.
I
They
mean,
need some
one person
yang.
stuck up for me. One person.
What's up? Stuck up
One
for you.
person, a little bit.
I stuck up for you. I told you to punch him in the face. His stupid face.
I mean, one person got involved. Maybe a little too late.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Slapped
yeah.
their own son. But I guess that's better than nothing, right? Better than sitting behind the table and just talk about getting in there.
That's true. There were three of us who did that exact same. Me, the retired wrestler, and the trained commentator. All three of us sat behind that table and watched you get your ass handed to you. I would have came and helped you, but we've had that conversation numerous times. Yeah.
I mean, the other two, they help each other.
They do. They do. If you're a Power Hour member, they probably would have been out there for you, but
right.
What do I know? Yeah, yeah. Luckily, you got the LIM to sit there and watch. Which, shout out to Double J for, I guess apologizing for his accusation of me not helping. I'm glad he saw that once again I was right, which is no big fucking shocker. I usually am. So, but I did listen to the Lovely Intoxicated podcast this past week as they broke down Rocket Pro Wrestling. And now we're going to do the same here later on in the show, but we're going to do it in a non-annoying ass stupid way. So, yeah. It's okay. You can admit it. You can say yes.
Well, I didn't get a chance to listen or watch the vlog, so
Okay. Well, I can tell you exactly what happened. PX showed up, announced the show. Jay sat there. Gabriel came out looking like a stupid character. I think I don't know, fucking Guns N' Roses guitarist. I forgot his fucking name. Slash. Then they talked about Rocket Pro Wrestling. They brought on Von Yeager and Stafio. They talked about them and asked them some stupid, boring fucking questions. They left. They talked more about Rocket Pro. They brought on Sam Knight. Pacman made it about him, as he always does. Sam Knight left. They completed talking about Rocket Pro Wrestling. Then they talked about IPW. And then they associated their lives with everything they talked about, as they normally do. Talked about some about the court happening. They claimed it to, justice for Turtle, but clearly none of them give a shit about you. They only give a shit about the LIM looking good. And yeah, that's about it. So now you don't have to watch it. Saved yourself. So yeah.
At least now the court thing will come out.
Yeah. Now you could go and watch it. If you want to give them the view on YouTube, feel free to do so. But everything I just said, spot on accurate. It's just, once again, stupid people doing stupid things. So, available on YouTube. Love the Intoxicated Men. I think the only results we have is POWW Entertainment, which I'm going to run through those results. You were there in person, so I'm excited to get there's at least 2, maybe 3 questions I have for you that hopefully you could answer. Well, you will, because they're opinion questions, not, so. And then we got some shows coming up this week. Rocket Pro Wrestling is coming back. We got RPW is going to have another show. Wrestleleague and Combate Gauntlet.
ARW.
What did I say? Did I say ARW after RPW?
You said Rocket Pro Wrestling and then RPW.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Rocket Pro Wrestling, ARW, Wrestleleague, and Ultimate Combate Gauntlet. So
yeah.
So we'll run through all those. We'll kick it off with POW, since it is the only results we have, and I'll run through those. And there will be a couple questions I'm going to ask you because you were there. First off, how did you get your ticket? Sold out.
How did I get my ticket?
How did you get your ticket?
Well, I'm going to give you an answer. Like right now, I'm going to give you an answer. And my answer is Mr. Chris Headford. Remember on that post? Said he would, cover 2 tickets. He actually did it.
I never knew Chris to keep his word.
Me either.
Good for him.
But I just wonder, what if a little bit of that had to do with a former podcast member of JFW?
Talking about Dally?
Yeah. What if
'Cause-
she had a little bit of part?
I would hope so. Dally's fantastic. You know what? Dally does seem like the kind of person to be like, hey, let's give him some tickets, you know, because he deserves tickets, man. So that was one of my questions. Like, I guess I will have 3 questions. So one, you know, confirm with everyone how you got your ticket. Did he at least give you a good ticket? Front row, second row? What
It was general admission,
fuck
and
him. What a jackass.
now I'll say this: there was a seat on the end with my name on it.
Now, what did it say?
It said Turtle. It said Turtle,
Oh,
and I think that was Dally. That was all Dally's handwriting.
gotcha.
So she was helping me out, but I ended up moving my seat. I went to go sit with Flat Top, president of SCW.
Gotcha. Well, it's easy to determine who wrote it. Was Turtle spelled correctly?
Yes,
Okay, so we know it wasn't Chris.
right.
I believe he spells it Toortle. Twirtle. So.
Or I don't know. It doesn't even know how to spell anything.
No,
It
I
doesn't
think
know the alphabet.
no, or else he'd probably be funny and put like Turdle, which sounds like a mouth breathing workhorse joke. But
Yeah.
yeah. But we'll talk about Chris later on here in the results. So let me run through these results. Were shared on the Power Entertainment Facebook page, so make sure you check those out if you don't want to hear me read them. But Axel Abreu beat Angel de la Sombra in a 2-out-3 falls match. Abreu then asked Sombra to shake his hand, and they are very familiar and can do good things together, to which Sombra finally shook his hand, and they left together. So
They did. They're former tag team partners, but we'll hold that thought.
I do believe something happened later on where, yeah.
But there was a fun fact. I'm not sure if you remembered it last week, but those that didn't listen to last week's show, during the SCW Power War, they were a tag team against Elite Pain. They got their asses handed to them, but then after the match, I got to kick them. So I was happy about that.
There you go. Magnus King and Macabre beat Disposable Income. It seems like following the match, Tiny retired.
He did.
Oh, well, good for him. You know,
So
go ahead.
before he officially retired, though, and just towards the end of the match, he was kicked out by the referee because he tried to cheat. The referee caught him, threw him out, and then after the match was over, he came out and wanted to, console his guys.
Yeah.
They blamed him for the loss. So they pushed him around, but then Tiny put his knucks back on and knocked them both out. And then he retired.
Good for him. I'm gonna miss him lurching around outside. Trog beat AC Hamilton.
Yep.
Question 2, I guess I have for you is Paulie Tomaselli, along with Justin James and Joey Cece, beat Mike Morris. Did you and Paulie make eye contact?
So we actually made eye contact before the show.
Oh.
And it was all kumbaya at that point.
Okay, so he didn't want.
He called me a nerd as usual.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But still happy to see me.
Gotcha. So he didn't belittle you in person like he does on the Power Hour every time he's on the Power Hour by calling you a referee and shit.
Right.
Gotcha. It's because you intimidate him. I think that's what it is.
But when he was walking into the building, I happened to see two other individuals who called me Turtle. Paulie heard that and said, "He's Nubby, not Turtle." So again, Paulie being Paulie.
Yeah. That does not surprise me one fucking bit. Vic Capri, Marche Rocket, and Acid Jazz beat Sean Priest, Jason Dukes, and the returning BMI. Nick Headford was confronted by Chris Headford. Nick finally laid out his son. So tell me about that moment.
So I guess we could circle back before the match, though.
Oh yeah, did you and Nick make contact or interaction? Or you and Chris? Yeah.
And there actually is a video out there.
Is that JFW exclusive?
It should be. Was sent. It was taken by Nani. Thank you for that, Nani.
Oh yeah, she was there doing raffles or whatever you said.
Yep.
Sweet, that was sweet.
And she sent it to Pacman. Now we're hopefully Pacman will do his due diligence and send it to you, and we could put it up on YouTube. But if not, whatever.
Okay.
It will show though
Yeah.
him flipping me off and then running away like a scared cat. Because what was the thing he said he would do if I showed up?
I think he said he was going to lay you out.
Right. He didn't lay
Yeah.
me out.
No, of course not. Come on.
I even took my glasses off so he can hit me.
Right. Now, were you there with or without the? Is this before or after the arms started twinging up again?
I think maybe being there and kind of acting a fool kind of caused it to.
Yeah.
But
I think I could pinpoint in this match or in this show card. I think we could pinpoint where you started. Your arms started acting up again. So anyway, so yeah, Capri, Marche, and Jazz picked up the victory. Vic Capri received his Hall of Fame induction, and Jimmy announced that next year's Wrestle Rage, they already announced that Diceman Ronnie Vegas is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And that is correct.
Will Emery beat Axel Rico to become the new Midwest champion. Heroes of Our Time retained their tag team titles, beating IPA. As the four stood celebrating with beer, Kevin cracked his beer over Mihawk's head, then left. Heroes stayed to help Mihawks, and they were ambushed by the returning Bad Hombre Cartel, which I don't think I've heard of these guys since the POW feud, the POW SCW feud.
I believe it was last year's Wrestle Rage. I could be wrong. That they lost the match and they could not be in MPOW for a whole year.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So the Hombre Cartel consists of Ruthless, Xavier, Sombre, and Abreu. So, okay.
Fun little fact though about
Yes.
Abreu. It turns out he was the Masked Marauder as well.
Really?
Because so all four of them came out with masks, not knowing who the hell any of them were. They demasked, of course. Abreu had a little bit of issue with his mask, but he finally got the one off, and it was Masked Marauder's mask. But then he took that off, and it was Abreu.
Interesting.
Now, is he really him, or did he steal the mask? Because you got to remember, Masked Marauder was a member of the Bad Hombre Cartel.
Oh, I haven't seen either of them in SCW in quite some time, and I think once Abreu left POW, we haven't seen a Marauder there either. So,
well, Abreu has been around.
Has he?
Yes.
I don't know why. Who am I going to mix up? Oh, I also look up Abreu because I think I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else. Well, or no, is it Ruthless? So who has gone from POW for so long?
Well, it was Bad Hombre Cartel.
Yeah.
BMI was gone.
Yeah, and I saw that he made his return. But there was somebody at POW that was gone for I think. Never mind. I know what I'm thinking Axel Rico and he was injured. Never mind. I'm getting fucking time frames mixed up. We're good. Shelly Benson beat Haley Shadows.
Yep.
Kazio beat Quinn Whittock and Mason Purse to retain the heavyweight championship till a bell started ringing and music playing for Jimmy Blaze, who appeared with the key to cash in. Kazio attacked Blaze, and soon Blaze turned things around, laying out the champ. Blaze announced he wasn't cashing in for himself, but for Mason Perks. Perks beat Kazio to become the new heavyweight champion.
And all of this was happening while Quinn was handcuffed to the top of the cage.
Really?
And if I had a nickel for every time Quinn threw an F-bomb, I'd have a lot of nickels.
I'm assuming that your elbow started hurting when you were fist bumping to your boy winning the title. So I'm sure it was
Yeah.
probably right around there we started, elbow. You start overexerting the elbow. Use the wrong arm. That's your problem.
Right. I mean, I was sitting next to Flat Top, and I didn't want to hit him, so I was using the other
Yeah,
arm.
I
And
gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I get that. Powell returns to the American Legion 703 North Route 12, Fox Lake, Illinois, for Rage Reaction on Saturday, December 7th. Tickets are currently available for that show right now at POWW-Entertainment.ticketleap.com. Only 35 front row seats currently remain for that show. So already selling out of front row seats. So make sure you check that out. Congrats to Mason Perks. Your boy is the top guy now for Power Entertainment. So
he is.
overall, looks like a good show. Yeah. So hey, you got to see Headford, you got to see Paulie, you got to hang out with Flat Top, you saw Nani. So hey, 75% of the day, not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, and I got in for free. The only thing I spent money on were the 50-50 that I did not win, but that's fine.
That's right. That's right. Headford paid for you to watch him get his ass handed to him by his father.
Yeah, and that did happen. You know what else happened?
Hmm.
Vic Capri came out with dreads.
Okay.
And he did the spin-a-rooney. Well, he had to have a little help, but it was a spin.
All right, man. If he's getting because he's still on his retirement tour, right?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're getting inducted into POW and you're on your retirement tour, yeah, why not go out there and be a goofy ass or some shit? So good for him. Good for him. All right, cool. Let's talk about some match cards. We got some shows coming up this week: ARW, RPW, PPW, and Wrestleleague. Let's kick it off with Wrestleleague. Let's see what we got there.
Sure, we can do that.
Sure, is that a Friday show?
It's a Sunday show.
Oh, Sunday. Oh, fucking right. Well, fuck me for assuming. Sunday is that? I think that's what they said on the fucking Intoxicated podcast too.
So, Wrestleleague this Sunday. It is at the Lincoln Hall, 2424 North Lincoln Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. The show starts at 5 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. General admission tickets are just $25. You can get tickets in advance, I believe, on the link on the Facebook page, Wrestleleague LLC. All right. I guess we can start off with the number one contenders match for the women's championship, as it will be Brittany Kay taking on Maya Karas. I'm gonna leave that match for last. We have a 6-man tornado tag, table elimination tag, if you will, and it's for the Urban Honor Crown and the Wrestleleague tag team titles. It will be Pestilence versus Kidlat, Adonis Allen, and Hayo de Enigma. Then for the women's championship, we have Maggie Lee taking on Lulu La Reina for women's championship.
Yes.
Disco Ray will be taking on Jay Vanity. No Privilege, which is Trick Davis and Von Yeager, taking on the Bro Bros.
God, I fucking love Bro Bros.
In a fatal 4-way, we have Alfredo Miles, something like that, versus Bugs Moran, versus Jay Valentine, versus a guy.
Versus a guy.
I am not saying his name. Don't wanna.
Don't. Why, why don't you want to say his name?
Because in real life, I don't like him.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the fucking Wisconsin dude making a visit to Illinois, but
Oh, no, because I can come up with a name for him. he's okay in my book.
Yeah, like Bart McFlurry or something.
Yeah, I mean, I called him Cheese Curd last week.
There we go.
I think we'll call him if we need to, string cheese.
Yeah, Buck McNuffin.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. I like that one.
As long as you have a first name that starts with a B and a Mick whatever, it works. Yeah.
There
Billy
we go.
McFuckoff. Who cares? Yeah. So it just works. Yeah.
And then we have Montrose Mayhem taking on King J.R. Lindsay.
What's the King thing now? He changed his name again?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, love the bald photo of him.
I'm not gonna lie, it did take a lot of work because I was trying different things with it.
Yeah.
But I finally figured it out and it finally worked.
I saw the photo before I saw the post, like what was written. And at first I thought, I was like, this motherfucker mocks bald people and he shaves his fucking head. And then I read your post. I'm like, I gotcha. God,
And it was just random too. I'm just sitting there at work. I had some downtime. I'm like, well, I'm gonna fuck with this dude.
I would. Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, he does deserve it.
Fuck yes.
But yes, that is Wrestleleague. And they present Rap Attack. It is Sunday, November the 10th. At the Lincoln Hall, 2424 North Lincoln Ave in Chicago, Illinois. Show bell time is 6 p.m. Doors is 5 p.m. Tickets are $25. And there we are.
That's awesome. All right, let's talk about Phoenix Pro Wrestling. One of the longest talked about wrestling companies here. Another Wisconsin wrestling company, believe it or not. Regardless of what certain people say, there's more than one wrestling company in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has more than one. There's more than one wrestling company.
For some reason, I thought they were out of Rockford. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm talking about Ben when he says like the only fucking wrestling.
Well, yeah, I know, but I remember I said.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different. I can let it go that you said it. For him, no, he's an idiot. Yeah. Phoenix Pro Wrestling presents Monster Matchup. So if you think wrestling for Halloween themed shit's over, now one more week. This is going to be on November 9th, 2024. It's going to be at the Holman American Legion Post 284 in Holman, Wisconsin. Some of the matches you're going to see is going to be Showtime, JT Simmons, taking on Thunder from Down Under, Justin Thunder, for the NWA Impact Championship match. You're going to see Excalibur taking on Angus McDuff for the PPW Heavyweight Championship. For the PPW Cruiserweight Championship, you're going to see Casey Jax taking on Dominic Zagreus. For the NAW North American Championship, God damn, I never realized how many titles they got. It's almost like Rock and Roll. Beaumont's taking on Gemini. For the PPW Vision Championship, you're going to see Johnny Cass taking on Crawdaddy Rod Hooks. Also scheduled is going to be Pain and Pleasure versus John Scrutch and Daddy for the vacant New Age Wrestling Tag Team titles. Pain and Pleasure are currently the PPW Tag Champions, but those titles will not be on the line in this one. And currently right now the doors will open at 6. The bell time will be at 7. Adults are $10. Children 12 and under will be $5. And again, that's this Saturday at the Holman American Legion, Holman, Wisconsin. So make sure you head out that way if you're out that way to check out Phoenix Pro Wrestling.
All right.
Yeah, I think Angus has been their champion for a long time now.
It might be the longest reigning.
Yeah. Amazon used to wrestle up there. I think she's a former women's champion up there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You remember her? She's the one that lost her title to Crystal.
Sure.
You sat upstairs with me as it happened. Remember that? We all watched it. We all watched
when she lost the title. I would think I was down there.
I can't remember. She lost so many times. I just can't remember.
When she lost the title.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was there.
You were pushed into the turnbuckle. Yes.
Yes.
That I remember. Yeah.
The recent event, I was upstairs because I had my orders to stay away from rings.
Yes. It's supposed to be 1-on-1. Yeah, for her rematch for the title, and yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, so that's Fierce Pro Wrestling.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go right into Ultimate Combate Gauntlet since there are no matches announced as of right now. They return to McHugh's this Friday, November the 8th, 6550 South Maynard Avenue in Bedford Park, Illinois. All ages show. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time 7 p.m. Kids, you are just $10. Adults, you're 20. You're adults. You should be able to afford it.
Yeah, grow up, fucks.
Scheduled to appear: Axel Rico, Eric Schultz, Hans Carden, Doom Montgomery, KJ Carter, Kenny Sutra. Looks like Valor and Grayson, Jax Johnson, and on the flyer we see Renee Van Peebles.
Yes. It's on my bucket list. I'm gonna go to one of those shows.
And you can pick me up because I'm right there.
Pick him on the way.
You can pick me up on the way because I'm right there.
Well, if you're right there, why don't you just take a bike or walk?
That's too much work.
So not right there.
It's still a bit of a 10-minute drive.
Aren't you in that area where people just Uber to places and shit?
I don't Uber.
No.
I don't like people.
Yeah, right. Especially sitting in like their place, offering you like a bottle of water that was partially opened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who knows what went on in that back seat before I got on there?
Yeah, mostly butt stuff.
A lot of butt stuff.
Exclusively butt stuff.
I really want to segue into something there, but I have to.
Speaking of butt stuff, workhorses are going to be it.
You're actually. Well, we're on the same page with that one.
Oh yeah. Wish you could buy their merch. No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna tell everyone right now, I have no personal issues with the workhorses anymore. But we're not doing that goofy promoting their fucking shit. No, you know where you can buy their t-shirts at. Just go fucking do it by now. Pacman's not doing that shit anymore. No, until they start promoting my show, I'm not promoting their shit. You hear that? Peterson, Evans, the other one. Yeah, what's the other one's name?
Sir Flexi.
Right? See, you don't even know his fucking name. Yeah, that one. Yeah, whatever.
David North. I don't know.
Yeah, Dave Allen. Yeah, I know that's the other guy.
David North goes south.
You're right. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. Yeah, nobody knows who his fucking is. No, I don't fucking Mikey and Evans, but the other one, I don't fucking know.
DP 520.
I wish I knew. I wish I fucking knew, but he doesn't listen to the show, so I don't give a fuck about his life.
He's the worst workhorse, so.
He is the worst of them. And that's the thing, too, is like, usually people have to fight to be the best. Like, this guy is so bad, he's the worst of them. But yeah, so once you guys start promoting my shit, maybe we'll go back to promoting your shit. But until then, continue on picking on fucking ringing commentators and shit. That's what happened at the last one, right? Evans couldn't fucking pick up a win, so he decided to pick on the commentator. Clutch.
Yep.
What a guy. What a fuck. I will be at Black and Blue, and I look forward to watching he get his ass handed to him by a fucking guy who sits behind a desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyways, Black and Blue's not for another couple weeks, so this is a different ARW show.
It is. It's actually called Final Destination.
Ooh. Ooh.
It takes place at the Senior Activity and Multi-Purpose Center, 705 East 4th Street in Hobart, Indiana, not Illinois, whatever. It's all the same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
East Chicago. It's just Chicago.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. The entire northwest corner of Indiana is just Chicago.
Yeah.
It's a suburb of Chicago.
And people look the same. So.
Yeah. Great hot dogs, shitty roads, it's whatever.
A lot of construction.
Yeah, and tacos.
The strip clubs.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's right. Some of them with scars, some without. It's nutty.
Well, like we said earlier, speaking of butt stuff.
Yeah, mostly butt stuff.
Workhorses, Wade Evans will be taking on Josh Moon.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that'd be a good. That'd be a good matchup. I like Josh Moon. Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about him. Yeah, yet.
I mean, Cult Classic, they're starting to grow on me.
Dude, and that's the thing, dude, man. It's like when they first came out, it was the fucking egotistical bullshit with nothing to back it up. You know, but it's it. Like that's why I could call fucking Judas. I could call him fucking Chavez now because, yeah, you know, he's making a name for himself. It's like he's almost earning some shit. I can respect that.
Look who he associated himself with at one point. A workhorse.
Yeah, that's true.
They both talk shit on our exclusive.
That's true, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Looked like a dopey fuck. Now he looks like, you know, kind of a stand-up guy. Yeah. With hanging out with those respectable ladies and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the doors open 6 p.m. Bell time is 7 p.m. Tickets are just $15.
Perfect.
If you want reserved tickets, private message ARWPro.
Yeah. This is a new venue for them, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
One of many.
Good for them.
They're making their ways around.
They're the Indiana part of Illinois. Yeah.
They're actually be making their way to Illinois soon.
Oh, that's right. Like a Tinley Park show or something, right?
Possibly.
I heard rumors. I heard Black and Blue's going to be at the Armory, too. That true?
I don't think that is true.
No?
But there is a venue chosen. I'll get to that once
That's
I
fine.
see it.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks. Yeah, we got time.
Danger Mask will be taking on who? Or I'm sorry, was it Isaac Slate? Who? Never heard of him.
Ooh. Included.
I think it's that guy that tried to beat Joel Hendry. I don't know.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that fool. Okay, well, that's fine.
For the tag team titles, it will be the Mash Brothers defending their championships against the AFA, who won the tag team battle royal at the last event.
We know what it stands for yet?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
So I'm just gonna assume since butt stuff seems to be a thing.
Mostly butt stuff. Exclusively butt stuff. I will say that before we get the butt stuff though, I'm gonna make it a goal of mine at Black and Blue if Ivan is there. I'm gonna try doing a JFW exclusive with him to see if he will tell me what AFA stands for. Or if not, I might get punched in the mouth. Either way, good content.
Well, ask him if it means always fucking asses.
That's right. Always fucking asses. Boom.
And then we have a tag team match that was put together last show.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's the pulse of ARW, Brendan Balling, teaming with the sharpshooter, James Creed, as they take on the program, Nick Diamond and Jay Thunder.
How do you feel about Jay Thunder being a member of the program now?
I fucking hate it.
Right. That's the IPW champion. Different universe, of course, but
Yeah, it bothers me. It does.
yeah. Hey,
Because I want him part of the Cowabunga crew so bad.
well, I like him. I mean, he can, different towns, different, just won't be at IPW. Well, I guess kind of depends on, it could, yeah, just really depends on who he chooses if you and Diamond are both there.
Well, you also got to remember, will I ever go back to IPW?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. The Amazing Turtle Killer or whatever kind of scared you. Yeah.
It didn't scare me. It's just, IPW let him come into company and just start beating me up, interfering in matches.
Gotcha.
No one helped me.
Gotcha.
Again.
That's right. Nobody's not afraid of anybody.
Hey, I wrestled Scott Spade.
You did. You 100% did. And you won.
And I wrestled Steve Michaels. And I wrestled Paragon.
That's true. That's true.
Almost beat him. I probably could have if it wasn't for that angry asshole.
That's true. That's true. I just hope you overcome your not fear of being at IPW and getting beat up by Strychnine, I guess. I mean, but yeah. That's Pacman allowed me to. Well, he mentioned it on the podcast that Strychnine was there bragging about being the amazing turtle killer. Why he sat next to a creepy old dude who apparently picks his nose. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
He does. He picks his nose, and I guess he was flirting with Rachel a little bit. D'Angelo steals Rachel.
Is it the belt?
Well, it was the belt, but then it was the turnbuckle.
God, if I'm gonna do be fucking anything, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Disco Ray was there. He saw it. He saw what was happening.
Well, yeah, Disco Ray was the host.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Anyways, program's taking on what do you call it, the Pulse of ARW?
Yeah, Brendan Balling and James Creed.
Gotcha. Tag title match?
No titles.
Just assumed. Yeah.
Another match without James Creed in the title.
God, they're gonna have to make it up to him with like at least 3 of them next week. And they don't even have a show next week, but they'll do it anyways.
They're gonna at least give him one at Black and Blue.
Oh, they got to.
Well, he's in a title match. It's a triple threat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Who is it? It's Diamond, it's Creed, and who's the? It's not Dave Allen. Who's the third?
Greg Glover.
There we go. That'd be a good match, though. Honestly, I mean, because I think technically isn't Black and Blue the season finale?
No, normally it would be, but there is a December show.
Well, I guess this is just building up to December then.
Yep.
Interesting.
And to answer your other question, they will be in Hobart for Black and Blue. Which is at the Geno's Banquet Hall.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yes, that is ARW Final Destination at the Senior Activity and Multipurpose Center, 705 East 4th Street, Hobart, Indiana. Doors open 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Tickets, $15.
Is it a little morbid to call a show at a senior activities hall Final Destination?
That's a good one.
I'm trying to figure out what really came first, the name of the show or the location they end up going to. Because I'm just like,
That does make sense.
Yeah. It's like putting on a wrestling show calling like Gates to Hell, and it's at like a children's like cancer hospital or something. And it's like, yeah. But hey, man, yeah. Ready to go ARW. Yep. If you're happy to be around the senior activities hall at that Final Destination on Saturday.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm assuming somebody's over there has to have made that connection. Like, hey, we probably need to change the name of this. Like New Beginnings or Not Quite Over Yet. You know, it's like, something else.
Maybe they did make the connection and they just went with it.
Yeah, that sounds more like Indiana. Thanks, ARW.
All right. I believe we are at ARWPro now.
I think so. Yeah. We got let's break down the show. So as of right now, you are in attendance, but are you like audience attendance, backstage attendance? Where do you see yourself at this Saturday?
One way or another,
You'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be in the building. Like I said, there's some things I cannot talk about. Something may be revealed on why I am not even in a match. I don't know. But we'll find out Saturday.
I mean, I assumed you're not in the match because you're injured.
I mean, yes, that is clearly I am.
But you know what? That's the thing too. I don't think it's that at all. Now that I think about it more, because if you were injured to the point where you couldn't wrestle, I see you being booked for a match. Because I think they'd like to fuck with you like that.
They would.
I think they're just worried about seeing you get into the ring and see what you're capable of when you got a lot of testosterone running through your body.
I mean, there's a lot of things I can do with one arm.
That's true. I do a lot of things with one hand. Or what you said. Yeah, ARWPro is going to be this Saturday. We're going to cover the match cards and everything. I heard there's going to be some onion rings and beer that are like special for the event.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not a big fan of onion rings. So, I mean, I'm okay without them. I don't know what it is about them that people enjoy. They're just not good. But, I mean, I'm sure they're going to be wonderful. Captain Dave had amazing fried mushrooms the last time I was there in October. So those were good. So I'm sure if there was to be tasty onion rings, they'll probably be here. I'm not sure what the beer was. The Intoxicated Podcast talked about it, so you can talk about it there. Obviously, they probably posted it up on ARWPro. But like I said, I will not be there this weekend to see ARWPro Wrestling, but I will be back in December. So, but for those of you who want to go to Saturday ARWPro Wrestling, where's it at? What time is it? How much does it cost, the Nubsters?
Well, I'm going to tell you all of what you just asked for. And here it is.
God damn it. God damn it, Pacman. Well, the answer to your questions, as I'm about to say right now, is...
So it's this Saturday, Harvest Havoc. Let's get throw that out there. It's the name of the show, Harvest Havoc. November the 9th, this Saturday, at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street in Joliet, Illinois. Doors open at 4 p.m. Bell time is 5 p.m. General admission seating is $20. Front row is $25. And you can only get the tickets the day of at the door. If you want to reserve a seat, message them on Facebook at ARWPro Wrestling. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you. So stop messaging me about it. And Travis, don't even think about it. I know what you're going to do.
I don't know what you're talking
Don't
about.
do it.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Pac-Man, don't you do it either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Swear to God.
What's that stupid thing you all keep saying? I got nothing to do with that, man. What the fuck? First off, what is that?
As stupid thing Maximus says, Maine. He says, I got nothing to do with that, Maine. Maine,
like
not man.
Like on a horse.
Maine.
Okay. No one else sees how stupid this kid is.
Maximus is pretty stupid.
Right? Dopey. He's a dopey little child. I mean, he looks like if Opie from like the Andy Griffin show like grew up but still decide to wear the same size pants. Yeah.
I have a question. Now, I know this is asking you to
Mm-hmm.
remember. I know it's a stretch. But when Maximus came out in his new gear, did anybody make the connection of him looking like the white phenom?
I just remember that the back of his pants said moron. And but it did seem very Undertaker, like more Undertaker-esque. Um, they were it was decent attire. I will say that. I know C-Red made the connection between. I guess Maximus was portraying himself as like the son of God in a way, based on some of the images and words on the attire. But it's just I don't know. I mean, honestly, between the brightness of the attire and the paleness of his skin, he could have been out there fucking naked for all I knew. You know, he just could have been really tatted up. I just know that he has moron written across his ass. And I don't get it. It's fine. I don't
Well,
judge.
well, those that worked at Crash Tested 1.0 know why I asked that question.
Oh wait, is there a character named Phenom? Because I thought you were referring to the Undertaker.
Well, there was a white phenom.
What do you mean a white Phenom?
There was someone called White Phenom.
Was it a black guy?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. That makes more sense. Because if it was a white guy, it's like, ease up, bro. We get it. But no, I when you said white phenom, I thought you were referring to like if the Undertaker was to wear white attire. Okay, I didn't know there was a white phenom. But I mean, I don't think I really ever talked about Crash Tested 1.0. So okay,
Well, those that are listening from that time, they
yeah,
would know.
and anyone from that time, back in the day, if you will, whatever. So
And how
yeah,
much of it was a fucking joke that was,
yeah.
they understand.
So right now, though, the only thing tan on Maximus is that fucking handprint across his cheek. But his mom smacked him in the mouth. Probably the first time he was ever disciplined by his fucking parents.
Yeah.
Clutch. Oh yeah, I still got your
You-
chain here.
oh, yay.
I don't know why I still have it. No, I don't know.
Hey,
Anyways,
now
matches. We got
you got
matches.
you got a little piece of me in your room now. So
Well, I wonder which one of these chains dented your arm.
could be the one with some of the skin on it. I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
So we do have an IPW pre-show showcase once again. It is a 5-man, 4-corner scramble for the IPW League Championship. And it is Jay Thunder, who is the brand new league champion. And he'll be defending the championship against the master mime, Jean Paul Les Miserables, um, Gustavo, Mr. Broadway Kendall Fryer, and the Psycho D'Angelo Steele.
For those of you who don't know how the match works, it's basically a four corners match, but instead of being strapped to somebody, you have to hold the title while you're doing it. So
Yep. And I do
um,
love this 4-corner stuff. I
it's
think it's a fun
unique.
match to watch.
I think it almost might be like an IPW exclusive kind of thing.
Hmm. If it isn't, it should be.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone else do it yet.
No.
No.
Um, we will see Joey Roth in attendance as he will
Oh,
speak.
I did. I heard over on the other podcast that you guys are returning to commentate the pre-show match.
I guess I am doing something.
I mean, Pacman and Gabagool are. So I mean, either they're doing it without you, but I mean, if they are, well, I hate to ruin the surprise for you, but yeah, there you go. You said Roth is gonna do what?
He's going to speak on what happened at Darkness Falls.
Who gives a fuck? I mean, kind of fucking deserves it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want him to admit that I beat him for the Chicagoland Championship and that he cried and never return to IPW after that. I just want him to admit. And then I'll be like, all right, cool. Kumbaya.
Yeah, but is that all it's going to take to forgive him for all the shit he did?
I did beat him. That's all that matters to me. So,
I mean, I guess it was more the undeniable that kind of screws you over. But I mean, in retrospect, if it wasn't for the idols, would the undeniable even exist?
yeah, he needs to apologize for that.
I would too. Yeah, I would say he needs to do that too. I think he's gonna have a long fucking list of apologizing he's gonna have to do. And that's the thing too, dude. Even the LIM were talking about how they felt bad for him. I was like, why? Like, what that dude ever fucking do to deserve, forgiveness from people?
I mean, he should apologize to the LIM. Mainly,
he needs to apologize to everybody.
he needs to apologize to Pacman and maybe to us for having to hear about this Mr. 1-0 all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Thanks, Joey Roth.
Yeah. The weird one is
Sorry,
hearing
Pacman.
Steve. The weird one is hearing Steve talk about how he almost feels bad for him. I was like, dude did nothing to me, and honestly, I could give a shit about forgiving him for anything. I think there was that one time where he did talk bad about our show.
Oh yeah, on his little dorky podcast.
Yeah.
He hasn't done since.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because he's like, you know what? I got views. I'm good. I can retire now, which is fine.
Oh yeah, he talks about us. Of course, you're gonna get views.
Fuck yeah.
Just like the Forked Mother Box. They talk about us. They get views.
That's true.
They don't talk about us. It tanks a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's because Kyle goes on there by himself and does shit.
Yep.
All right, let me talk about shit on my own for an hour and a half, and I'm gonna play music that's almost too loud to hear me.
He still only had 2 views on it. Me and you. His own podcast partner won't even listen to it.
No, because even Spotify or wherever you can listen to it, even if you do decide to go there and play it again, fucking Spotify just be like, just press skip. I'll get you something else. I'll get you something better. Just go and skip, yeah.
Which, by the way, their recent episode, they didn't talk about us much. They brought me up, but they were talking about Ninja Turtles, the movie, and how the third one sucked. I agree. I do agree that the third one did suck.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about me since I vented about C-Red, so I'm just assuming I scared him a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, real Travis is a little intimidating. But, which, I mean, it happens when, you're a full-grown adult standing in line to ride a spinning teacup, so, I mean, cool.
Well, speaking of riding the spinning teacups, Devin August with J-Beck the Bounce Check will be in a fatal 4-way against the Dreambreaker and Stone, the Boy Wonder Kid Lat, and Eric Schultz with Damian Saint, as Eric Schultz defends his Zero Gravity Championship in a fatal 4-way.
Two things to look at this. So, if I heard correctly, this is Kid Lat's debut at ARWPro.
Well, he was in the Rumble.
So, unofficial, official in-ring match debut.
I believe so.
Is it weird that Stone is in it? I mean, it's not really main event-ish,
Oh, but I mean, he's got to start from the bottom of now.
So. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, yeah. It's just wild to hear that like Stone's going to be in action as not qualifying for a main event match or the main event match. I mean, you're talking about this could possibly be a show opener kind of thing. I mean, and this belt is only what 3 shows old. So I mean,
yeah.
So,
and I mean, Stone's got to start, from the bottom again. And
mm-hmm.
I gave him many chances. And granted, not his fault. He got screwed over. Only so much I can do. So
you ever give him a hug?
I think I did.
Okay,
or he hugged me. One of the two. One of the two happened.
I was gonna say if you didn't, then maybe that's what he was missing all along.
Maybe I should have hugged him before the match.
Maybe I would have, yeah. Right, go a little Goodwill Hunting. Hey, it's not your fault. Aaron, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Stone. Right.
We have another championship match. The suburban German Joseph von Jaeger, who is the inter-county champion, will defend his championship against, I guess, new member of the Undeniable, Jesus DeSafio.
Yeah, I worry for you, man. Fucking, they're growing, and you're still just you, bro. You gotta find some friends, man.
I mean, at this point, I've been doing without friends. My friends won't help me.
That's right.
They sit behind a commentary table.
That's right. I will morally support you from afar. I'll be like George McFly before he was put in the armbar. Hey, you, get your goddamn hands off him. That's about it, though.
We have a triple threat match. It will be Davey Bang, Sabin Gage, and Gunner Brave. That should be a banger.
I know Brave. I don't know the other two. They'll be new to me.
Both Davey and Sabin are big deals at freelance. I first met Sabin at CSW. So that match will be fire.
I hope so. I mean, I have yet to have a bad experience with a Gunner Brave match. So,
Right.
yeah. I mean, dude was what, the Outer Limits champion for how long?
About a season and a half.
Yeah, and he definitely took a lot of those matches to the absolute fucking limit, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed I got the title name right because I almost forgot what it was, but yeah, I threw it out there.
Yeah. Now
like,
you're not gonna get anything right the rest
right?
of the
Oh no, that's it. I used all my brain cells for that fucking moment. So
I guess dipshit Maximus Orion has to make a big announcement about the event.
what event? Harvest Havoc?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Didn't he talk enough last month?
And he's got more talking to do. It's all he knows how to do.
Big deal.
Dipshit's gonna bore us some more.
Right. I just hope I just hope that he comes out with something of value because that explanation he gave last month was dog shit.
Yeah, it was. He didn't explain nothing. All he did was say that I was in the way, and I don't understand what was I in the way of.
Yeah.
We were both on separate paths when I went to Rock the Pro.
You know what I noticed? I don't. I mean, maybe it's just me, but you ever notice like when kids nowadays become heels in wrestling, somehow the one go-to is wearing a backwards hat to the ring?
He's always had that though. He always wore a backwards hat.
Did he?
Yeah.
I guess it just looks douchey now. I don't know.
Well, he is a douche.
Yeah. I guess realistically, I never really see him too much in the ring without his makeup and shit on. So I never really see like normal Maximus Orion out there. But like once he came out and he was wearing the backwards hat, it reminds me of like James Creed at SCW or that douchebag who's the Indiana State champion at ARW, and it's just like what's with the backwards hat? Like, you know, just wear a hat forwards like a fucking adult. You know, it's
he's like, not an adult.
I know, but I mean, you don't gotta act like you're a fucking JV star in high school, and you know, like you're still trying to impress the fucking alternate on the cheerleading squad because you can't quite get the actual cheerleader, you know, and You know, your parents coddled you your entire life and bought you everything you wanted, but you're still a badass loner or whatever goofy shit while he watches Charmed and I'm assuming also Seventh Heaven on the side, but
And he plays Fortnite.
oh yeah, that's right. He streams, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his thing? Sling Blade?
Yep.
Yeah. 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 I'll tell you right now, the only time I ever want to see anything Sling Blade related is I'll fucking watch Billy Bob Thornton hack apart his fucking person just because he, doesn't have the brain capacity to do so.
Youth Gone Wild returns to Rocket Pro Wrestling with JFiW as they take on Caribbean Arrogance.
Did you see Flywheel at ARW?
No, he.
I'm wondering how his hair looks, or lack thereof.
We'll find out this. Well, I'll find out this Saturday, and I'll send you a report.
Give me an exclusive. I want an exclusive of that fucking head.
What do we got here? Another tag team match. It will be number one contenders. Number one contender match for the tag team titles as an interesting tag team. Rion Skills and Skylar Reed team up against public enemy number one, Eric Dillinger, and a debuting the Ripper, Victor Wade. If now another thing, if you remember Crash Tested 1.0, you know who Victor Wade is.
I do not. I'm trying to figure out why Rion is fucking teaming up with Skylar.
It seems that we have strange relationships forming.
Yeah, what's that called? Strange Bedfellows?
Oh,
I guess. That's God, what the hell is that quote? I don't stop on my account. Come up with like something makes strange bedfellows. What the hell is it?
For the Outer Limits Championship, we have Ryan Matthews with J-Back defending his championship against Cash Money, Corey McHenry. Then we have the Rocket to the Top ladder match, as it will be Damian Gray, the Icon Grin, and Sam Knight.
Who's winning that ladder match?
Well, I think Sam Knight has a great advantage, but we'll see.
So it looks like the quote is "Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows." There's another one, but basically it just means just two unlikely people sharing a situation together. So it fits. It fits. If their tag team's not called Strange Bedfellows, they missed out. Sam Knight, I can see Sam Knight winning. He just has to get through. But Damian Gray could too, man. I mean, I guess Grin could as well. I guess the hardest thing is I think Sam Knight mentioned it on the LIP is, it's not him versus two guys. It's him versus two groups. You still gotta have Damian Gray's partner out there. Kevin Cade could still be there. And who knows if Grin's really going to be alone or if the ringmaster or the tag team champions are going to be out there. You don't really know.
No.
Yeah. Tell you right now, though, if somebody comes out and helps out fucking Knight, and they didn't help you fucking when you're getting beat down, there's a fucking problem in Rocket Pro Wrestling.
But like I said, I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be nice to have help, but it's fine.
What would you do if I sang
But
out of
yes,
tune?
that is Rocket Pro
Would you
Harvest
stand
happening
up and walk out on me?
this Saturday.
Lend me your ears and I'll sing your song.
And I believe that's all the matches.
I'll try not to sing out of key.
Good luck.
Yeah, no. God, it's such a good song. Nice, yeah. Rocket Pro's gonna have to put on a good show, that's for sure. I'm excited to see the build up to December when I'm back at the commentating booth next to Steve, Shelley, and C-Red.
I just wonder if Pacman will be there to do his interviews because, as we forgot to mention that he's not here. It turns out he got stuck,
Yeah,
and as far as I know, he is still stuck.
that's right. Make for that what you will, folks. He is stuck in something because of something to a point where nobody's willing to get him out of it. So that's fine.
It's a sticky situation.
It's gross, yeah. It's like one of those Chinese finger traps.
With goo.
With goo, yeah.
It might even be poo. We don't know.
We're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a lot of results next week. I'm sure we'll have Rocket Pro to cover next week. ARW we'll cover next week. Combat, I don't think we really get a lot from as far as like their results and everything. And then Phoenix Pro will probably get some results. What shows are next week? CSW?
CSW and Frontline.
Frontline.
So I guess we get to talk about Billy McGugu.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear what Birchall McFuckall is doing.
There we go.
Yeah, Birchall. That's a solid fucking name. Anything wrestling related, Nubby, you want to bring up or discuss?
At this point, my voice is shot. Being
Gotcha.
sick sucks.
I got you. Results. What did I say? What happened? What did I say about Crown Jewel? Was it a three-way tie? Two-way tie? I forgot. What happened?
I think there was a three-way tie. I'm fucking everybody's world up right now.
Yeah, three-way tie. You, me, and Pax. Four-way tie. Yeah. So.
Three-way.
What'd I say?
You said four-way.
We all got 4 points, so it's fine. Yeah, right now I'm leading by 4, and there's 4 shows left. So, as of right now, if you win every single one and none of us win, you get three-way tie for second place alongside Dizzle J and Pacman. If I happen to win one more, then I will win for the, I don't know, 7th year in a row, 6th year in a row.
I'm here to slay the numbers.
There you go. Fucking Nubby gets pops, bro. Jesus Christ. There were a couple things I wanted to talk about with Jay over the weekend, but we didn't get a chance to do so because he needed to stick his shit in something.
Maybe he's the one that got stuck.
I believe it, yeah. Oh God, maybe he's the one who got stuck with Pacman.
I mean,
He never specified.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll make a lot of sense. Like, hey Pax, you want to keep your position in Freaknet? Yeah, I got none. Anything else? You want to share anything?
Well, what was the one thing you wanted to talk about? Because I think I did.
TNA.
Mention.
I want to talk about people's freak out accusing WWE of not allowing AJ Styles to be in the TNA Hall of Fame, and AJ obviously coming out and admitting that he chose it because he doesn't want to be in the Hall of Fame until he's like retired.
Right.
I want to get the opinion on that. So, what's your opinion on that?
I think people are just stupid to even believe that because there is a working relationship between WWE and TNA. WWE is not going to turn down a Hall of Fame induction with a company that they are working with.
Yeah.
And the people that are making up these stories, go somewhere away.
Yeah.
You don't belong in anything. Just go. You
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's kind of dumb that they would. It's dumb that they even assume that that's real. And I laugh at the fact that somebody told some dirt sheets that and they ran with it. And
Hmm.
the actual person it was about went on to social media and said it wasn't WWE, it was me. And I understand that and I can respect it. I'm not a big fan of Hall of Famers continuing their career. Like the point of the Hall of Fame is to be done. Like you're like you're pretty much good. You know, it's like I mean, like you come back once in a while, have a fucking moment and shit. Yeah, but that's like when they put Edge in right away. I'm just like, okay, well, if he has a career-ending injury, but obviously he's not. Now you have a WWE Hall of Famer over in AEW. Well, another one because Jake Roberts is over there, Sting was over there, Mark Henry. I don't know. Is the Big Show Hall of Famer yet?
No.
Not yet.
But
So
some of these Hall of Famers I can see like doing things like little bit, like managing like Arn Anderson
yeah,
did for a little while.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine, but
Rey
Edge
Mysterio
is a
should not have gone in. That was
no.
stupid. Get the fact is like when Ric Flair went in, like you're inducting active wrestlers. Why? Come on now. So I don't know. Yeah, and that's another thing too, because like when you think about like a whole like Christian Cage, Ric Flair being like when Ric Flair was inducted as a Four Horseman, like he was contracted to TNA, but TNA and WWE made an agreement like if you allow us to use Rick on the Hall of Fame thing, we'll send you like Christian Cage to use on your show and shit. So it's like I'm sure WWE remembers that shit, even though it probably was Vince at that time and all that. But yeah, it's
But they always had a working relationship. It's more so now,
yeah.
but it's just stupid. And I think people need to stop believing everything they hear and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed out that like it looks like they're building up this huge women's match coming up with it's like Jordan Grace, Vacor, Stephanie Vakir, whatever her name is, like all these fucking people. But it's not gonna be War Games because War Games is on the main roster now. God, that would have been a good fucking War Games.
Mhm.
I guess they could
Well,
still technically put it on the main roster if they wanted to. They had NXT at Survivor Series before.
yeah, but I think they want to put war games with the bloodline and all that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, they gotta have a men's war games and a women's war games, so we're gonna see them. We're gonna see them start building two women's war games here shortly. Because war games is what the end of November. So like 4 weeks. Yeah. Anywho, guys, make sure you follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just by searching "Just Freak Wrestling" or the JFW Podcast. Continue to listen to us wherever you pick up your podcast, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, I don't know, Apple Podcast, whatever the fuck it's called over there, and just search us. You'll find us. If you want to watch the podcast, you can do so over on YouTube just by searching JFW Podcast. If you go to freaknetstudios.com, you're going to see all members of Freaknet Studios there, and you can see all the podcasts that we associate with. So, that's all I got.
I believe we can ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
And I am the Faction Slayer, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
And thank you for listening to the episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.